how are you? This is known as a complex offense. I don't know how it compares to your experience with the Ravens, but I mean, would you agree with that assessment that it's fairly complex?
I don't know if complex is exactly the word that I would use, but it's a thorough offense, and I think we do a good job of taking advantage of weaknesses in the defense. And it is similar to what I have ran in Baltimore, but I would say it's a little more advanced.
When you're out there at practice or before practice starts in earnest, which position group do you find yourself working with the most?
Depends what day it is.
It varies from day to day?
Yeah, it does. I work with the tight ends and I work with the running backs. So really it all just kind of depends on what we're trying to work on that day.
Is it the same with meetings? Are you sometimes with the tight ends?
Yeah, same thing. Mostly meeting with Coach Turner and the running backs, but there are times I'll meet with the tight ends.
When you say this offense is more advanced, what do you mean by that? Advanced in what way?
I feel like we just kind of take it kind of to that next level where I'm trying to think of a better way to put it. Where Coach Shanahan he has this knack of just understanding the complete defense where we're thinking about all 11 guys in the play. There's never a time where we're running to one side of the ball where we just don't have to worry about that corner on the far side. We really just take everything into account.
Have you always worked with multiple position groups? Did you do that with Baltimore?
Yeah, it's kind of been my MO since I started playing football. I've always just been kind of all over the field playing different positions.
What's it like working with Bobby Turner, a guy who's had so much success with so many different types of backs over the years?
Yeah, Bobby's been phenomenal. Guy's just a wealth of knowledge, and like you said, he's had so much success with so many different types of backs in this league that it's a great opportunity just to each day sitting there and take in what he's teaching us.
What kind of resource is that in terms of knowledge of the offense? I mean, I assume you can go to him with just about anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's been in this system for how many years, and he's been coaching for 40-something. Yeah. So you can go to him about anything in the offense, any position, any play, and he's usually going to have an answer for you.
What's the most difficult part of OTAs in terms of getting a rhythm as an offense throughout a practice and feeling like you're in the offense and grooving and clicking?
Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of learning going on right now. It's a new system on both sides of the ball, and you spoke about the offense. There's a lot of guys that haven't been in this system before, so it's really just getting everybody on the same page. And each day you're dealing with a new install, but it's really just about honing in on that day, worrying about the play that's in front of you, and getting everybody to click.
You guys have the weekend off. Is there any sort of message of come ready to go next week? We have X, Y, and Z to accomplish before we let you guys go for 6 weeks? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, we always preach protect the team is our number one rule, and on the team is protect the team. So, go enjoy your time off, enjoy your weekend. But when we come back, we have a couple of days of mini camp that we're really buckling down, and we want to put together some good stuff before we go into the summer, so we feel good coming back in training camp.
I feel that you and Brian Hoyer already got that chemistry going right away.
Yeah, I think we've definitely got something going right now, and I think it's going to just continue to build. I've known Brian for a little while, and I think just in that part we're able to talk to each other, and it's easy for us to sort things out. After the play, we can come to each other and speak freely, and it's just easy. So I feel like we've started something, and it's just going to keep getting better.
Do you have any secret study habits aside from just overall intelligence?
No, not necessarily. I study my playbook just like anybody else, and I go through the scripts every morning just like everybody else.
But do you see that connection, though, the fact where you went to school and studying multiple positions and all that? Is that all part of it?
Yeah, somewhat. I don't know if being able to solve differential equations really helps you on the field, but study habits, like you mentioned, is something that will help you in football as well.
What abilities that Brian Hoyer brings to the offense?
Brian's got a lot of leadership, a lot of poise. Like I spoke to earlier, he's somebody that's easy to talk to. So, if there's something that you need to work out with him, he's easy to come to, and you can hash it out. So, he does a great job of leading this offense, especially, with so many people learning things. He's a guy that's a good teacher, and really helps move things along.
You mentioned this is a pretty thorough offense. How well do you think the rest of the offense is kind of absorbing this new scheme?
I think we're getting better every single day. I think you see it in, at every position where guys are really just honing in, taking in everything during meetings and applying it to the practice field. And I've seen a lot of improvement since day one.
You're enlisted as a running back. I know, sometimes with the Ravens, you probably really coaches like your fullback. Was that a nod to you in your past to list you as a running back, or did you have any say in that?
No, I didn't have any say in it. Maybe it was a little bit of a nod. For me, it's never really mattered too much about what position I'm listed as. It's not going to stop me from where I'm going to play on the field. So happy to be listed as a running back, and I'm going to do whatever they ask me to do out there.
Does Elvis Dumervil bring to the Celtics?
Elvis Dumervil is a great player. Elvis is a guy that I've seen take over games while I was in Baltimore, and he's a sack specialist. That's what he does. He gets after the quarterback, and I think he's a great addition to this team, and I'm excited to have him here. I think he's going to bring something special here.
What's he like to block?
Elvis is tough. He has a good combination of what I would say finesse and power, because the guy's he's fast, and he's lower to the ground, so he can be very powerful, but at the same time he has very good moves with his hands. He's a master of his craft.
He's under 6 feet. I mean, does that
Yep.
make him unique? I mean, do you have to attack him differently than you
It
would?
does. It's different. For my position, you just kind of have to be ready for any technique. Like I spoke to, he can bowl you, and he can give you a spin. He can do whatever. But I've seen him duck underneath those big 6'6" offensive tackles. So sometimes that height works out to his advantage.
Trent Brown might have to
Exactly.
himself a little bit.
Exactly.